So why
right?
don't you define spiritual for the audience?
So religious, when people say, I'm not religious, and like, what do you think religious means? Because if you're a Christian at all, then yes, you are religious.
Because it's funny you say that because I am not religious in my own definition,
Oh.
but I'm very spiritual.
So I think that's a common misconception. It's a misunderstanding because I've heard that phrase used a lot. People
Yeah.
say, I'm not really religious, but I'm spiritual.
Mhm.
But I'm going to read the definition. And then I think a lot of people might change their opinion on that
Okay.
because I think that is a
Is this
common
the
opinion.
English definition?
Yeah. So I'm
From what
using
dictionary
the
or
Collins
Webster?
Dictionary.
Okay, Collins.
Yep. This is from the straight from the Collins Dictionary. Religious adjective. Someone who's religious is someone who has a strong belief in a god or gods. And that's just the straight definition. And so
So, like,
really
basically a higher power.
the misunderstanding that people have sometimes, and this it's very common, and I actually used to say this too. I used to say, "Hey, I'm not religious, I'm more spiritual." But I think it's because most people associate the word religious with conservative. They associate the word religious with someone who is like really strict at following like a checklist or a guideline for their
Mm,
religion, when in reality, religious just means you believe it, right?
mm.
Now for
Alright.
spiritual, so I'm gonna do the same for spiritual to make
Do
sure I
the
don't mess
Oxford
with this up.
Dictionary, though, because I like
Sure.
that one.
This is spiritual. Means to be connected with the human spirit rather than the body or physical things.
Okay,
And it's the second definition says connected with religion. So like a spiritual
okay.
leader, maybe a religious leader.
Yeah. In this sense, you're using it more for the first definition.
Yes,
Yeah.
which I think is what people are referencing when they say they're really spiritual and they're also religious, is that they're trying to say that they're really in touch with the spirit. So as a Christian, that would mean like the Holy Spirit.
Or your
And
spiritual
try
self, like your own spirit.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I guess it's like saying I'm trying to fixate on that more so than the world or the worldly desires that I have.
Right.